Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Who lives in a garage and never cleans up? True acolyte, yeah. His name is Eddie and definitely not Bob. Oh, look at that, man. I got a new video going up here. It's already up. Thinking time, number one with the crown man. Hello, you're number one with the crown man. Crying in the corner like David Bowie. How's it going, man? Yeah, I finally wrenched you face, man. I got you wrenched up, man. A pop-a-like. A pop-drop-a-like. Yes. Yes, and dark outside again. Sure. This might just be a green screen, bro. I mean, I could all be fake back there. That could all just be, and I could be in another time zone. Why would I do that? You know, I would do that to screw with people, but I mean, like, I ain't got the money for that, y'all. I got that money. I got that pack out money. Well, it's like we're buying new handles for these fucking drawers. I think I can fix these. These just got schmutz in the corners and edges. Yeah, I gotta paint these knobs. And I'm just testing to see if they're paintable, if they have a coating. They do have a coating of disgusting grease on all of them. Oh, you have a blue wrench. It's my first one ever. I told you I wrenched your face, man. I got your face wrenched. I got you covered, man. I was about to say, when Roger shows up, he's got one. I think Ace has one now. Yeah, dude, I found a really good way of doing it, so I'm just going to do it that way from now on instead of trying to do it through YouTube Studio, which is so dumb. No, I said I wrenched your face. I didn't throw a wrench at your face. I wrenched your face. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. And then just a little tight polish on, I guess, piece of, that 150? 150? That will reveal that there is a coating on everything that is metal nowadays, folks. If you're trying to recoat these door handles and you're having problems getting them coated, that's why. There is a plasticized paint coating on everything that's metal nowadays. It's not uncommon anymore. So just a little kind of a sand wash. You know what I'm saying? Just look, when you're doing stuff, sometimes you just gotta like experiment. You know, chances are I'm gonna ruin these, but I've done this before enough to know that I can only ruin them so much that the paint won't cover. Because the paint will cover a lot, okay, a lot of problems. Especially you do 3 coats and then you do a clear coat. The clear coat is the important part, because what is the big part here that you're doing? You have to clean the clear coat off of this metal now. So guess what? And I guess if it was gonna be a wrench, it would be an EDC wrench. It wouldn't be that big, you know. Yeah, I did a lot of like upgrades to things around here. I made it a lot easier to start a stream since I've been having such issues with that stuff. And yeah, you're listed in my community notes as one of these people who watches a lot. So you man, EDC Paul watches a lot. Yeah, there's Half Dead EDC. A lot of those guys. They're good guys, man. Dude, I like their little knife video things that they do. I gotta tell you, man, they're always giving me ideas in my brain. Yeah, strangely enough, I don't have a knife to open for the stream. I do apologize for that, but you know, hey, there's got to be one or two. There's got to be one or two, man. I can't always buy a knife, and I can at least maybe show you what I got at the Walmart. Maybe I got picked up some stuff because I got to try to figure out these stupid drawers. Okay. Now, whether I like it or not, Pops took the friggin' the things apart, and he can't read my left-handed handwriting very well, even though he's left-handed, and it's the same as his. It's insane, right? So, yeah, to put it in perspective, and like I said, I am walking better today. Slowly, but better. But as much as I tried to get him marked, Pops just couldn't friggin' put it in his brain what I had done. So, oh yeah, man, getting the fumes today, bro. Oh, those fumes. Oh. All right. Oh crap. Got my old baseball socks on from like friggin' last time I played before the sciatic. I got so bad I can't friggin' do nothing no more. Hey, look, start the night out right. Am I right? How big of a beer should we start with? The biggest one I got. Come on now, 22. And it's not that hot tonight. Usually it's pretty hot. What up, worst chess player? How you doing? Ooh, you have such a deep voice. Ooh, you're getting bricked. Okay, hey, that's cool, man. That's kind of why I'm on YouTube. I'm in entertainment, so you know, I'm 6'6". I can tell everyone that is a curse in my life. So that's why I wear a bump cap. This is my bump cap. It literally prevents me from hitting my head on things, including my own truck, as I get in and out of it. I mean, technically, I can do like a little bit higher up, and then I can like do like kind of a squeaky voice thing, like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? You know, like Meat Wad? Y'all ever hear of Meat Wad? Give me a light. I'm having a neck fit." Yeah, I used to love that show, Aqua Teen, but not as much as I love C-Lab, dude. C-Lab's a way better show. Murphy. Captain Murphy. But yeah, I'm refurbishing knobs for a project at a house right now, and I'm dipping them in alcohol. I let them soak for a few minutes, and I gotta wipe, and I gotta remove all of the disgusting food stuff that's left over on there. So I'm glad you got bricked up while you were here. If you're gone, I don't know. The chat fluctuates all the time. I can't, or not the chat. The viewers fluctuate all the time. So I don't know exactly if it helps. There's a bunch of videos to brick you out on the channel too. I use that deep voice. I use like the movie voice. I use the movie voice, you know. And then of course after, not just the movie voice, right? There's the other voice, right? The hello, welcome, you know, like that kind of stuff. I tend to do like kind of my TV voice, which is like you know, this thing's terrible, you know, like this is the 5 o'clock news, that kind of thing. Yeah, for the most part, this is what you get. David Attenborough. Okay, hold on, that one's tough. And here we see the blue-crested, horned, red-billed cockatiel in its native habitat. And, of course, we're waiting to watch to see its plumage bloom. Yeah, I don't know if that's the one you're thinking about, but definitely the, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not doing one on me. No, no, I'm not doing it on me. Thinking time, no. No. I'd rather just come up with a creatively odd animal, like the blue-crested bill nugget, the science guy bird, or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I had to get on a little early. I got to get out a little early. I'm sorry, y'all, that I can't stay till 2 in the morning, like I like to. But hey, that's gonna stop soon. That's gonna end at some point in my life here in the next week or so, and I'm gonna go back to being a regular old handyman Joe with like a 2 to 4 on call. So it's gonna be nice to get back to basically real life, because like there's some serious brujeria up in that friggin' house, y'all. Some straight up witchcraft. Man, it is a disturbing house, y'all. Like, like they didn't move the bodies, right? You know, like like they didn't move the bodies. Anyway, yeah, perfectly serviceable. Not bad at all. At all, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So anyway, yeah. One of my big issues right now is actually the fact that I just can't seem to get like anything else scheduled in. You know, I have clients I've worked with for years that I just can't get to right now, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Steering wheel belt buckle. Anyway, so yeah, I did buy some schnills at the local Wall Mitzel. Did I leave it inside? I might have left it inside. Let's crack this beer, folks. Let's go for a cracked beer instead of an uncracked one, huh? Yeah, handles are another friggin' whole nother thing. We're just gonna buy new ones of those. Cheers. Yeah. Sorry, I had one for myself there, y'all. I deserved it. After this long day, anyone check out Josh's stream, man? Playing friggin' bowling? That was cool, man. I just had that running in the background. Like turned up ever so slightly so you can hear every once in a while. Yeah, dude, I really enjoyed that for a few minutes. It reminds me a lot of my youth. That's the thing about like a bowling alley. It's not just a bowling alley. Like when I grew up, it was an arcade. You know, it was a spot to get food. Pardon me. Sorry. It was a spot to get food. You know, it was like the skate rink. It wasn't just a skate rink. There was like some games there. There was other stuff. The best part of it, I think, really, is just the fact that there was a place to go when I was a kid. It was weird, right? Like get dropped off for 4 or 5 hours. You know, ride home with a friend or get picked up or whatever. Our mom dropped us off at the park and ride, you know, and gave us $5. But yeah, no, seriously. So, I'm doing this friggin' this house, okay? Some serious witchcraft in this friggin' house here, y'all. Okay. When you paint a room, it doesn't want to paint out. Like it keeps having a bleed through. Like you keep seeing the disgusting gray color that they painted in there to cover up, I guess, the friggin' ritual shit that they put on the walls. I swear to God, there's some brujeria in that motherfucker. I am not joking, dude. I wear a cross in there, like just because. Pops is like, you never wear your cross. That's like your favorite thing, especially to work. I was like, nah, man, I'm wearing it to this friggin' place now. And my legs are getting better. And like the doctor, like I called the doctor today, and he was like, yeah, maybe you should stop taking the blood pressure medicine for when you were 80 pounds larger. So I stopped doing that. glad he said that was cool. Actually, I stopped before because I knew it was something that was affecting me. Like, okay, if you lose a lot of weight and you got to make sure you stay up with your doctor, because yeah, if you lose 40 pounds, that's okay. But if you lose 80 pounds and you haven't seen him yet, he needs to friggin' see you. Dude, I called him up today. I was like, yeah, I'm sitting at 210 to 215 this morning, and I'll probably be 219 at the end after I get all of the food in me. And he's like, wow, you're killing it. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to, man. There's a lot of stress and stuff, right? But no, I've just been eating regular, like 3 meals a day, smaller meals, right? Like, I don't put a bunch of crap on my plate anymore. If I want something that I know I like, I usually cook it myself now. Like in the morning, right? Cooking yourself your own eggs. You know how you like them. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you go someplace else, they ain't gonna make them the way you like them sometimes. They make them good. That doesn't mean the way you like them. That's all I'm saying. So, dude, if I wanted to make a biscuit, I'm telling you, I'm gonna friggin' make my own biscuit. By the way, I got this jigsaw. I gotta use it tomorrow to cut out a sinkhole. It's got the extra fine blade on it. This thing's not bad, y'all. Not bad at all. The only thing that bugs me is that it adjusts on a nut. So you have to like find your adjustment. You have to find your point between 0 and 45, and you have to use it with the onboard tool, which I think is, by the way, the greatest thing that tool companies have ever done. For God's sakes, man, why would you tell me, like, to have like a chuck or a key to something without putting it on a place in the tool that works? Ah, yeah, marital aid status. All right, if you get that joke, you're just as sick as everyone else. There's no one here now. Sweet. Haha, scared them off. Sensing technology, Skill makes it now. Skill bought Hammerhead. Sucks, man. I really liked Hammerhead as a company. It came with more stuff when it was Hammerhead. Now that it's Skill, it doesn't come with the same kind of cool stuff that this one did. This had like a whole bunch of bits. They were all kind of very specifically electrical. And yes, that is a DC D771 old school brushed drill. Been using it for about friggin' 20 years now, and it's still a great drill. I have not changed the brushes in this one at all. And you can tell I've beat this to the life and back. I have newer ones, that's why it's here on the table. Speaking of knives, oh yeah, I didn't speak of knives, but I found this in the thrift shop the other day. This is the exact knife I used to carry about 20 years ago. An M-Tech USA, made in China, handcrafted in China. A grenade knife. They still make them. They make a different looking one now. They make two of them. But it's a great little knife. I remember always carrying this. And I remember the reason I broke mine was because I had to jimmy a window for a client. And this was one of the pry tools I always used because it was like the perfect shape to shove up into a window and kind of pry between all of the different sensitive parts and then get. And now you just, what do you do now? You use like 2 pry tools and like a squish bag. Which I gotta get some squish bags, man. Some of those inflatable bags, those things are cool, man. Cheers. Yeah. The doohickey has been incredibly useful. It takes any standard bit. Had it on my keychain. The last time I used that ratchet part, there was something that was loose on the door of my truck, and I just took this out, popped a little screw boy out, and then just and it was the little handle, the door handle, where you have to pull the door closed. I used a longer bit. I used an extension bit, like I've shown here on stream. Hyper Tough tool roll. That's not a bad deal for $9, man. Especially I put out the video with the $8 that I spent on those screwdrivers. Although that was on sale, $17, still a good deal for like some beater freaking screwdrivers. But yeah, the doohickey, man, that is crazy cool. Night Eyes makes some of my favorite things. My Phantom keychain is on a Night Eyes Bigfoot key rack. Uh, if you like these little tiny Night Eyes carabiners, don't buy the 5-pack of these. Buy this. They're the same price. Okay? Uh, and Phantom keys. Why do I keep Phantom keys? You'd be surprised what these things open, especially these door keys. Remember, your house is not nearly as secure as you feel it is. That's why I have 2 big bolts in my door. 2 big internal bolts that go through several plates of metal on my front door. I rue the day someone tries to really break it. Tries to kick it in. I've seen that happen. What's up to Adrian? How you doing, man? But yeah, the Night Eyes products line. My little EDC pouch carry is a Night Eyes product. That's the Night Eyes Clip Pockets XL. The flashlight is on the floor over there, and I have a bum leg right now, so I cannot get to it. We'll get this place cleaned up. I swear to God. I swear. I'm gonna have everything organized again at some point. Right now, it's in complete and utter disarray. And if you look at the music videos of the Shut Down the Night stuff, you can kind of tell when I'm reusing stuff because you can see the progression of all the tools leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back almost. Yeah. I gotta do some playlists. I wanted to do some playlists. I don't know. That's stuff for me. I don't even see the reason why people actually watch some of the videos, but cheers, man, for real. It's cool that people watch them. And I feel kind of bad lately too, because like normally I'm like I take my ADHD medicine, and I haven't because like it was affecting my legs, dude. Everything was affecting my legs. You know, like I wasn't getting full circulation down to my legs. And then I had all this stress. I broke out in friggin' hives on my legs, on my chest, like up my neck. It was so terrible. I just like, and then so if you ever break out in hives, by the way, there's an Allegra product. It's for hives. Don't buy that. Just look at the dosing and then buy the other thing, and then kind of creatively split the pill. Or take them in progress or whatever. Split them into quarters and whatever. But yeah, I broke out in hives. I had my back friggin' threw out. Oh man, I feel like everything in my life got derailed, like from this stupid house. Like I said, some serious bad mojo in this place. Like whatever they painted over those walls is trying to still come through and to haunt the entirety of the world. And then I'm telling you, like, look, this right here came out of this house. This is so disgusting. That's yellow. It's yellow. It's not even silver anymore. It's yellow. Right? This is what happens when you run like friggin' 12 taco trucks out of a non-commercial kitchen. You see that? I was telling my boss. Well, he's not my boss. The guy will never be my boss. Never mind. Sorry. Shout out Patrick. He's okay. But I'll call him my boss for the story. Just telling my boss, I said, dude, you don't realize what's happened here. And he's like, what? I was like, your kitchen is like a $20,000 freaking remediation. Like, we would have been like better off like ripping everything out and putting brand new cabinets in. But since I did remediation for a little while, I know how to do certain things. There are certain things you can use, bleaches and other remediation. There's Fast Remediate is one of the greatest products that is available to regular people. You got a dead squirrel in your attic, and you got to get rid of that smell. That Fast Remediate spray, it's in the green bottle. I think it's by Easy Home or something. They make house wash and a bunch of other things, deck wash. That's a great product for that. You start out the first day and it starts to kind of work, and then the second day the heat hits and it comes back, and as the heat hits you spray it like fucking 10 times, boom, 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 right? Like 1 hour after the next, and it kills pretty much all the stuff that comes up to the surface that's coming up to try and live and try and get to the oxygen and the air and the light or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, uh, if if you have something like that going on, there's a good product out there. You don't just have to like use bleach. Bleach is way more effective with some sort of alkalides in it, and that's usually what they put in the remediation sprays. So uh, yeah, the other thing I've also been saying is that like uh, so cooking for 12 taco trucks in one house, right? Why do I say 12? 12 is a close enough number to probably what they were doing. It's either five or one every day for 12 hours a day, kind of a deal, right? Uh, but when I went out for the inspection to make sure everything was looking right, uh, I immediately knew. I said, "Man, they're cooking uh, a lot of food in here, right?" And we go out to the backyard, and there's just an old abuela with a friggin' like a whole bunch of shit like set up, like a bunch of grills, griddles, propane grills, and she's just cooking whole pans of corn and like pollo rosa and rosa, a bunch of that stuff, chilaquiles and junk like that, like prep for that, and I'm like, yeah, they're cooking for a taco truck, bro. So this ain't for a big family. This is for this is for a gigantic family. It's just to make some cash. Not to mention the real telltale signs that they butchered something hardcore in that freaking garage. They might have even did it in and drained it there. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get rid of that smell easy. Okay, you have to have like the proper stuff down to clean up, and even then, it's still gonna smell like straight up like an eviscera pad on this freaking floor. So, because they left quick, as soon as Trump got in office, they dipped out that house. Because I'm guessing they had a couple of illegal family members. I'm not insensitive, but at the same time, they were totally doing illegal shit in there. Cheers, by the way. The cops should have friggin' shut it down, and I'm sure that the neighbors said something. Because one of the neighbors came over the other day and explained to me that the reason they left was because they were complaining to the cops about them. So they knew they were doing something really messed up. And this is what I'm saying. It's not about someone's like personal ethnicity. It's about their conviction of their character. Am I wrong? Right? And as much as people want to say that that's something they care about, they really don't. They really don't. And they're more likely to have a friend on board than anything else. That's fine. Hey, I don't see any real problem with a lot of things. And also, like, don't see a problem with, like, getting the wrong people out of our country. But, like, some people, man, it's whatever. Look, some of these people they're getting, not cool. But whatever. I ain't trying to politicize my friggin' channel, y'all. It's dumb. It's dumb to do that. It's dumb to even talk about politics until, like, Viva la Revolution is started. Like I said, anyone wants to come to my place, I'm prepped. Am I a prepper? No. But I'm prepared. Not just with knives, y'all. I had the sheriff show up here once, say, we're going to sweep your house for guns because someone said that your son was going to bring an AR-style rifle to school. And I said to the sheriff, I said, is that a warrant? Because he had a piece of paper in his hand. He said, no. I said, no, then go away. And he goes, well, I need to speak to the owner of the house. Well, the owner's going to tell you the same thing. So I got Pops. And Pops came down and he was like livid. He was pissed. I was like, you don't want to deal with Pops. You don't want to deal with Pops. Pops come down here and he'll just he'll call you all the names, man. And trust me, he did. Pops, like, as bad as Pops can be sometimes, he was pretty bad when he gets shaky like that. So he pulls out his phone and he starts like hitting the friggin' record button and he's just taking photographs of this guy, and it was like the next day he bought a Ring camera. It was insane. Like, just to have my dad friggin' be interested and buy a Ring camera, and then I told him, I was like, no, let me buy like a wire out security system. We can put it on a battery, we can run everything ourselves, because that's my goal one day, to have that here. For the most part, if someone is walking through the woods, they're gonna make the noises I hear, and if they're walking through my grass, they're gonna swish, because I never cut it. There's reasons for things, people. Okay. By the way, $2 at Walmart, a little tiny light to hang on your lanyard. All you people out there who are doing event security, or you're doing like, little work here and there, a little $2 lamp, lanyard lamp. Oh yeah, and then 2 different modes, and hey, I'm in trouble, or I'm gonna cause this guy a seizure. Not bad. $2. $2. Ah man, we are really living in the life. Everything is cheap. I know that sounds insane with tariffs and all of that crap, but dude, this $25 hammer has served me so well. It is not made in America. I would like a made in America Milwaukee, but it's not available to me locally. You have to buy those, I think, from Milwaukee. But I do have the Red Tool freaking badge, y'all. I got the Red Tool store on my freaking phone, y'all. See, and people talk like trash about red. They talk trash about orange. I don't give a shit, man. If it works for me, like I said, I got an ox pencil coming, and I'm really gonna give that a chance, because there are a couple things I don't like about this pencil. Okay, you really want to hear the thing I hate the most about it is the sharpener. The sharpener is really not like attuned to be a good sharpener. If it was a quicker, a longer sharper, but what I found myself doing is just taking a razor knife, right, and putting that point right to the edge there, and then just going, come on, there we go. Yeah, just giving it a little sharp at the top, like just like that. It's like, I know you put this thing on there, and then maybe I'll put it in there and give it a little bit of a sharp on the back end, like this, like at an angle, which you're not supposed to do. But it's hard to freaking get it sharp the way that it's supposed to be sharp. So if the Ox tool has something to offer that this does not have to offer, I'm going to explain that and tell it to y'all. And I'm going to be back on my medication within the next week. So every crazy video that's coming out is not as crazy as it should be. Like tonight's one about the Viver, I think is fairly crazy. Yeah, the Viver, this thing right here. You can see it right there. The Viver drywall sander. Can you see that right there? There you go. It's a giant thing. I've used a couple different ones. What's up, Kishan? I've used a couple different ones. Not much, man. Talking about this Viver product, and I keep telling people, you got to check out that weird Viver app, man. Viver makes a bunch of stuff, y'all. Right? Like, I know, like, famously, like, I did that video, right, where I say, hey, you should visit a Walmart in a rural area. It's such an eye-opening experience, right? Right, because I live in, like, what is more or less a city. It's a gigantic, sprawling city. But everyone knows that the Viver brand is cheap, okay? And that they make weird stuff. But you go on their app, and it becomes incredibly apparent that they're just putting Viver brand on things that they like, I think. Like, I saw a pair of Viver brand shoes. But after that visit to the rural Walmart, I did buy a compound bow. A youth compound bow. A Barnett Tomcat. Is it fun? Yeah. Is it $54 worth of fun? 100%. Did I get the advice from O Wise Owl that Viver makes and sells a compound bow? Viver makes and sells a compound bow. And on the Viver app, instead of $145, it's $118. So what did I do? I signed up for the Viver membership. You know I did. I signed up for it quick. And that was the first thing I ordered. I got another thing coming, but I want that to be a bit more of a surprise. So I'm not going to say too much about it, and I've hinted at it, and people probably already know what it is if you watch. If you watch the live streams, definitely. I did buy a stool that I'm going to recreate, and I'm going to do a tutorial on this one as well. I want to build a couple stools for y'all. Something I haven't done in a while has always made me feel good about myself for some reason. You know, I don't know if y'all like read history and stuff, but like, you know, back in the day, people sat on like mats and pads on the floor and stuff, right? And like, there's this apocryphal history of Jesus where, like, you know, he builds chairs, right? He's different. He builds chairs, right? But in an exploration of the Last Temptation, there's the name of the book. There's the thought that being a prominent person who is a woodworker in Jerusalem at the time, Jesus would have most likely been one of the people who made crosses. Think about that. That's kind of a cool idea. I'm just saying. But look, I'm not into preaching this. I'm not into preaching. I'm just saying that. And that book, it's not even based really on the Bible. It's just an exploration of thought based on one moment in the Bible. Cheers. And I thought that was an interesting thing. I read it a long time ago. And there's a movie. Harvey Keitel plays Judas, and Willem Dafoe plays Jesus in it. Oh man, it's such a crazy movie. It's hard to explain. It's real hard to explain. But essentially, you know, it's a lot less work and toil than friggin' watching that Mel Gibson one. Cheers, y'all. Plus, Willem Dafoe and Harvey Keitel in the same movie. That's my thesis, dude. There's either a Willem Dafoe or a Harvey Keitel movie playing at all times right now. That's the Kane Hackman theory from friggin' PCU, y'all. I need to get another beer. Miller Lite, right? That's where I'm at. Miller Lite. I think I got a pint. Yeah, I'm moving a lot faster today. It's kind of nice. Like, sweet. But, yeah, funny enough, the only reason I know that tip about if you break out in hives, because I literally learned that from the doctor today, and I took the Allegra, just the standard Allegra, and man, my legs are so less itchy. And the hives are just, like, it's so much, and the swelling's gone down. The swelling is down. It's such a nice feeling, y'all. I can't explain to you how much friggin' pain I've been in lately. But not on my head. Bump cap. Bump cap. Bump cap. Not on my head. I did take my bump cap off once today, and I accidentally pranged my head. I'm just saying, I leave it on now. I learned my lesson again. Don't friggin' take it off. Don't take it off. Get a tall drink of water. Don't take it off. No one wants to see you with your bald head. It's the future, man. No one cares if you're bald. Yeah, that's the culprit. And I gotta tell you, for all the clean outs and all the things that I've ever tried to do to keep something from getting infected, this thing infected the crap out of my thumb. Did I come back from it? Yeah. Am I still a little off? Yeah, I can feel it. It's still a little sensitive. But, you know, hey, that's not your home, jackwad. Yeah, ripping up that carpet that one day just killed me. I gotta sharpen my my Swiss Tech blade already. I don't know what happened. I gotta sharpen it. It's not as sharp as it was. But you know, it's still as sharp as it was is my stupid Gerber. And I've been using that a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not, like, normal right now, y'all. Dude, normal is just such a weird thing for me to say. Like, my state of normality is when I'm not hurting. So, and I'm still hurting a little bit. That's great for trim. Trimming, trim, and trim outs. I found a pry bar that's just as thin as this. So I'm going to start working with that soon. And, I'm also going to sharp a couple up and send them all out to Adrian. Um, but yeah, that came in a $25 little camping kit. Uh, I did put in a request for a bunch of things from someone who gets things for the channel, and and this hopefully is in the survival kit that I purchased or that he will purchase. Shout out to my mans. He is the guy I have known for 20 years, and that guy, he is the guy who can get anything for you. You understand? You know, you got a guy who gets things. I got one guy who gets anything. The problem is that he's kind of retired from a lot of that. The worst part of it is that, like, when I source myself, I feel very confident. When I ask him, sometimes I'm not quite as confident because he's buying like 16 acres or something of land sometimes. The Coast knife, a nice knife. It's got a lockback feature. It becomes essentially a very fixed blade at some point during your experience. So I gotta tell you, it's one of my favorite knives, man. I bought this knife from the same place I bought these two knives, the Marlin knives. Remember that, folks. Don't buy one of these. Buy this from Ace Hardware. Straight up, it's kind of funny that these are all from the same store selling quality knives, supposedly. Ace Hardware, this one barely opens. I still haven't even played with it, any of these stupid knives. But this one, you buy in the same store. It's the Coast knife, and it is a delight. Can't remember the name of it. The number on it is DX357. It's a great tool if you cut open plastic a lot. Jammy that in, turn it sideways. Whack. Just saying. Just saying. Walmart, and apparently the knife that broke Walmart or broke the internet or whatever. Friggin', I hate the name, dude. I just call it the Fidgety Boy, because everything else is like something else, boy, right? Except for the banana and the apple and the orange. Those are all just bananas, apples, and oranges. Like, these are the Akim Boys. I carry 2 of those. Although I'm missing one for some friggin' reason, so I'm gonna have to buy another one. Go figure. It's alright, the Dirt Mart has them for like $5, I think. Oh yeah, Dirt Marts. Go find your Dirt Mart. It's the one Walmart that always gets the clearance stuff going clearance first. And remember, folks, the season is ending. They're gonna have a whole new run of knives at some point. That's the best part. Every year, some new crap comes out that I hate or love from Walmart. This year, they've just been batting really good, man. Dude, this for $21, man. And Sam, if you're watching, you're probably not, because I guess you hate me or something. I've been pissy all day, but I'm telling you, I've got a cheaper one. I found a cheaper one at Walmart, and I think it's better. So I'm buying that one probably tomorrow. That's something I can afford. And by the way, I am going to do a knives breakdown at some point, especially the utility knives. It's kind of hard when you can really tell that most of the utility knives are looking at comfort, and the only one that doesn't really fit anybody's hand that I've ever put it in is the Milwaukee. This one. By the way, there is a video coming out tomorrow about a multi-pack, a $100 multi-pack, and I'm like, hey, that's really nice. An American tool. And this knife. I wouldn't buy that multi-pack because of the knife. This is the only one I ever want. Okay, hold on. I take that back. You know what? I think what I should do is I should get another one, and I should just shave the uncomfortable bump out of it. Yeah, I think I might do that. That seems a lot less, like, confrontational, like what happened with Roxxon. Yeah, I got to get back in contact with these people. Look, Roxxon makes fun stuff. Is it great stuff? Is it made from greatness? Is it Leatherman quality insanity? No. Is most of their technology, like many companies, the same technology in all of their knives and or multi-tool platforms? Yeah, absolutely. Is this a slick little boy? Yeah, it is. Does it do everything it says on the package? Yeah, it does. Uh, was I happy with the customer service and this product? No. So that's a hard thing to explain. The K2SE Elite, right? Like, yeah, see, it just keeps telling me that there's no one watching. It's hilarious. Uh, if someone was here, maybe wanted to chat or something, that would be an amazing. Ask me a question, talk to me. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it says EDChats, right? All right, EDChats. That's what that means. Doesn't mean EDC hats. Although I do usually keep this extreme discreet carry in my hat, right there. Good night, pops. I know what I'm doing. Fucking hey, man. Like I'm 14. I'm not my son, you know. That's the best part. He still treats me like that. Sometimes. The other day, just ignoring my ass. So dumb. But yeah, extreme discreet carry, EDChats. If you want to say what's up to me, 10 people, you want to say what's up in the chat and talk to me, I would really appreciate that because it does say EDChats. But it does also EDC. There is a knife right there. It's an SOG Senti 2. It's a great thing to tuck in a hat. It's a great thing to tuck in a pocket, a third pocket. I guess those are watch pockets for pocket watches. But the way I kind of utilize it in my life, okay, is I have these weird funky ears. And sometimes I like to put a pen right here against there. And having that knife actually gives me a bit of a bump and a bit of a hole. So with my glasses, you can't do it with a pencil, but I can do it with these markers and that thing. So funny enough, yes, I know that I can just do this. But who really wants to have some weird obtrusive thing sticking out of their hat, Bill? I mean, it's a good question. Not to mention, it's a bump cap. It's the insert from the original Milwaukee, and I just put it into a new Milwaukee hat. And I gotta buy another one soon, because you sweat hard in these things. And I'm telling you, the bump cap, it really does help my life. I'm 6'6". I bump my head getting out the damn truck. So trust me when I tell you. Not to mention, I also found my favorite pack of cigs today, so I'm kind of in a good mood. So I'm just saying, right? Like, this is not a kid's chat. So you want to chat, say what's up. Hey, you got a tool to recommend or anything? But those are my favorite damn smokes, man. They discontinued them. I found a whole friggin' row of these bitches. Cheers. But yeah, I've recently discovered the Weaver app. Weaver makes tools, but they don't just make tools. They make a lot of stuff. They make like cow milking machines. They make like metal benders. They make welding machines. I don't know how to explain it. VEVOR. There's a crazy app out there. No one's freaking looking at it. If you've ever dealt with Weaver, I have a Weaver product right here, right next to me. Hold on, I can show it to you. It is a drywall sanding unit with vacuum excavation on a pole. That's a Weaver tool. They make cow milking machines. They make chicken coops that you can pop up. They make baseball batting enclosures. Okay? Was this a good tool? The video's up. If you haven't seen it, spoilers. Yeah, it's a good tool. It's essentially the same thing as the Bauer, right? Like, and it's cheaper than the Bauer, especially on the app, right? So the story of the app is that I've been looking to buy a compound bow, another compound bow, right? I bought the youth one. It's a Barnett Tomcat. I bought it from Walmart on my like weird journey out of town up to a nearby place, a magical place called the Forest of Wake. That's not how you say it. It's called Wake Forest. Anyway, so but up there it's a touch more rural. They're kind of their own, like, burgeoning berg. They're a big old thing. They're kind of like Tombstone in that movie, right? Hey, we're really coming up. But this tool and this company, apparently they make a compound bow. And the curiousness in me wants to find the cheap thing because cheap things are cheap, and I like saving money. Not to mention, that bow I bought was a youth bow, 18 to 22, $54 at a Walmart, right off the rack, and it was fun. My kid had fun. I'm still having fun. We're gonna have more fun with it. But I just think that my gigantic 6'6" tall frame should have, I don't know, something that I can scale my draw power on. Not to mention, I'm supposed to start exercising after I see my doctor next week. Yeah, my legs are completely swollen. I'm wearing my old friggin' soccer socks from. No, these are the baseball socks. Sorry, I'm wearing my old baseball socks from back in the day, and like back in the day, like last time I played baseball, it was on a stupid corporate team, and yeah, dude, I'm telling you right now. These socks are really getting to me, but they're still good. They're friggin' helping a whole lot. But I sweated through them all day, and these shoes, they friggin' stink now. So I got the odor eaters in them tonight. I'm telling you, you work hard, dude. You try hard, dude. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's the worst ever, and sometimes it just happens. It's perfect. Man, I miss those days when everything was so easy. Just recover from almost anything. I remember one year I friggin' slipped and fell on the ice, and I had a bruise on my backside like that friggin' big. Lasted a week. I got a bruise there now. It's like the size of a softball. It's lasted longer than a week. And I was in my 30s with that one, so. Also, never get bruised. I don't bruise. So when I took karate, I actually took a class called Society, and essentially we did like body training, which means like hitting your arm on things that you shouldn't. In hindsight, doing that though, it really did prepare me for the kind of pain that I had to deal with in my life. So at least I was young enough to know that I had been in a car accident. I maybe should take up something, after that, and I never did, and I never took it back up. So I might get back into that. I might try to call my friggin' 20 years or 10 years or whatever of black belt club that I had that I never really showed up in the gym. See if we can get a free year out of them. Show up in my old school friggin' gi. Apparently, the one of my old black belt teachers is up there. He runs the place now. I guess Master O friggin' dipped out. He was like, I'm retiring. Finally. You want to talk about like a Jean-Claude Van Damme type, right? Like he was like in his 40s, like had that big mustache and shit, right? So like, and I got pictures somewhere kicking around. I got my old manuals somewhere too. I can remember every kata though. Like I remember every single step in a kata. It's the only reason I can fight 12 people at once, by the way. I've done that several times in my life. Don't be a big person. Don't be a big person if you can't help it. I get it that it's genetic, but and if you're a big person, don't slouch. Just be really nice, and then when someone hits you, then don't kill them. Because I've come really close a couple times. That's a true story. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Oh, did I get a little wet on there? No. All right. Is that better? Focus. Focus. All right, there we go. Is that focused? I have terrible eyes. But yeah, I put out a little quick recommendation. Check out Bebop. Man, this is my favorite show of anime. Next to another one that I've got to order it. That went out today. There's other stuff that I got coming tomorrow. I got another Home Depot visit. One Milwaukee Tools, talking trash on Milwaukee. As I sit here with Milwaukee Hammer, Milwaukee cheap Chinese hacksaw. I got a bunch of them around here. Not to mention the God itself somewhere in here. It's that hole shooter I've had since I was a kid. Pops found it on the side of the road, built in 1971, been around forever, and never had a friggin' service issue or nothing. We've been, dude, we had a hammer drill we broke, and instead of buying a new hammer drill, we just started using the hole shooter. The funny part is, like, I keep seeing drills in the thrift stores, and I really just should pick them up. It's like $15. I should have bought them. Let me go back tomorrow. Hank Fleet, my goodness. If you had been in the last stream, I would have friggin' wrenched you today. Dude, yeah, I would have wrenched you today, man. It's good to see you, Hank. You doing all right, man? Cheers. It had gotten warm, y'all. It had gotten warm. I'm sorry. I still drank it, though, okay? Come on. There's nothing in that. It had gotten a little warm. Yeah, dude, I hope you're okay. Although last stream I did open up this new cameless knife. The Dominator. It's fun, man. It's nice. You know, out of every cameless knife I bought, this is still not my favorite. But dang, man, if I don't really like it, look at the little crown pop on it, okay? So, here's the G-Hammer, right? By the way, they're both DDR designs. Here's the G-Hammer. It's got a loop, okay? Now, I think that's a nice little thing. One thing. Oh, dude, it's a cameless knife. Guess. If you guessed $20, you'd be right. But, because the swedge, this knife, the comb, they were all $20. But yeah, that's got a bit of a loop on it, right? So you want to grab the top. You want to kind of put your finger there and go, right? And that's kind of a natural feeling knife. Now this one, you put it on that grip. It's called the Dominator, by the way. The cameless Dominator. Just what, dude, such nice action on these cameless friggin' things. You know they've got like high quality ball bearings in there. You can just see it every time it opens. It doesn't fail me. I've tried so many times to do it really lightly, and it's so good. See, I'm telling you, like just lightly doing it. Just barely trying. It's so good, dude. Of course, you can wrench up on the top of that, but that gets a little uncomfortable. So it does have kind of a spot where if you like the top a little bit more instead of the back, you can kind of roll with the top. $20. The Dominator by Camulus. I bought it at Home Depot. They've been out of stock for a few months now. I wonder why. Because it's an amazing knife, man. It's holy crap, this thing's awesome, you know? Like, every time. There's no fail on it. Every time. I've never had a non-deploy on it. That's hard to say for a damn knife, y'all. I can say the exact same thing about the G-Hammer. It's got such a smooth pop. Boom. Right? It's not spring assisted neither. There's no spring assist in these camulus ones. These are just friction pop every single time. A beautiful knife. Just $20. $20 each. You can have the G-Hammer, a little bit more style and substance for you fantasy fellas, and then you can have a standard Dominator. Now, on the package it says it's a high quality work tool. So you know what that means, right? I'm in a high quality work tool to bitch the fudge out, y'all. Yeah, Camulus, the comb. So I lent this to a friend for a few minutes, and he tried to cut a couple things. And by the way, I took this, go very lightly. Don't push. you jackwads who think you need a push when you're sharpening something. Then on these things, you always go one side and then the other, like you're honing a knife. It should sound like you're honing a knife. Okay? Now, this thing cuts through uncutonium, which is neoprene, because this stuff is really hard to cut, y'all. So my hone out on the back end might not have been as good. Yeah, dude, that's actually really nice now. Like, I took this to see some friends, and they wanted me to pull the brand new, fresh, sharp knife through that. And I said, no, give me your knife. And I sharpened everyone's knife with this. 6 different knives, all sharpened out because I know how to use that properly. Someone told me that you ruin knives with it. That's because you don't use it right. For God's sakes. For God's sakes. Yeah, the honeycomb one is the Camulus $20 knife as well. That's my point. 20 bucks. Dude, the Camulus Swedge, that gigantic hunk of metal that I carry right next to my hammer, that thing is $20. The Swedge, I don't have it on me because it's out in my truck. I use it so often, I have to buy one that needs to live here on the table. You get what I'm saying? One that I didn't modify and beat the crap out of or hand to Sam ever. Sam destroyed that knife, y'all. Sam straight killed it, dude. Yeah, I think the stress test is just give it to Sam until he gets older. Give it to Sam. Give one to Sam. Give one to Pops. Sam versus Pops test. Sam's test versus Pops test. Boom. That's going to happen. Sam, are you here? You better freaking send me a text. Be like, I'm in. Bump cap. Hulk hands. Buy yourself a pair of Hulk hands. People ask me why I have these, and I always tell them, why don't you have these? Why don't you have these? Look at that. That's hilarious. That's entertaining and fun. Why don't you own Hulk hands, people? Why don't you own the Hulk hand? Get some Hulk hands, y'all. If you can get these older ones, I got these at thrift, so like maybe $3 or $4 worth of Hulk hand there, and that's why they're slightly different colors too. Because that's a different generation of Hulk hand than this. I think that's the Hulk hand from Eric Bana, and that's the Hulk hand from the Avengers ones. So, yeah, Hulk hands, y'all. Yeah, tools for life. Get some Hulk hands. You need that extra grip? Hulk hands. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. But I do need another beer. So, if you, hey, what's up, 7 people? Double tap the screen and drop a like. We'll be right back for 2 seconds. I am walking and talking, so. You can hear me. Throw that into the recycle. Yes, I recycle. It is the last step in reduce and reuse. And of course now, I'm happy to live the high life with everyone. Thank you very much. I'm out of freaking Miller Lite, and it's still Miller time. So it's either going to be the Beast or it's going to be High Life. So yeah. High Life. Cheers. There's a reason they call that the champagne of beers, y'all. And I found some of my favorite ciggies, man. Come on. Let's go. Right? I mean, I ain't on my pills at all either. Like, the doctor said it was okay, by the way. And they're mostly like old people pills, like blood pressure pills, but I lost 80 pounds. Yeah, those are my favorite ciggies, man. They discontinued them. Like, they used to be $7 a pack, now they're 10. I'll pay the 10. They're so good. Now, I smoked those long boy ones by Lucky, and these last just as long. So yeah, any questions, any comments in the comment section down below there, people. This one is a $20 knife. This one is a $20 knife. They're all made by Camulus. Camulus is probably my favorite knife company, I think. I think I'm starting to really fall in love with this stupid knife company. Because I can remember a time, okay, when I fell in love with M-Tech USA. This was my daily carry. By the way, Hank, you missed that. I found this at the thrift store. This is the exact knife I used to carry in my pocket. I remember I broke my blade right here by jamming it into a window. We didn't have like pump bags back then or whatever, so yeah. But hold on, actually, this thing's got a good flip. It's got a good flip out. But they make this style thing still. MTech USA still makes them. It's missing a screw. Yes, I paid $10 for it. It's the exact price I paid for it when I bought one brand new. But I'm telling you, I used to like be a bit of an edgelord, so I'd hang that instead of hanging it this way on my pocket. I'd hang it that way on my pocket, on my gigantic friggin' pants. Gigantic friggin' Jinkos. Look at that guy. He's got the biggest Jinkos. No, actually, I never really went for the big Jinkos. I actually was the guy who bought up all the 48s and 52s before they got like discontinued for 60s. But yeah, like Gators. Gators are my favorite Jinkos. They're a very old one. It's actually like from '91. So, and I hate to be the guy who's like, yeah, I was one of the first person to wear Jinkos. Dude, my first pair of Jinkos was a pair of Gators. I bought them brand new at a store called Something Different. They had just set up in the mall, and then I think like a few weeks later, they got bought out, and it turned into freaking some other clothing store called what was it called, man? Dang, I had the whole story in my head earlier. Oh, that's right. It was called Perfect Look. So, it was called Perfect Look, and then a few years later, Perfect Look because Perfect Look stopped carrying the shit I liked. But Perfect Look got bought out by Hot Topic, and that's when like Hot Topic came to my town, by the way. So, and Spencer Goods was a nice place. I used to go buy like friggin' t-shirts at Spencer Goods. They had good t-shirts up there. They had band t-shirts. Most people didn't have band t-shirts. Or you go to the flea market and buy like a fake Tupac shirt. But yeah, for what it's worth, I used to carry a knife, exactly this exact thing, right in my pocket. I'm gonna find a screw that fits that, but you know, they make a hand grenade one. They make one that's got a finger hole in it. I wish that it was ambidextrous drop, like either way. So if it was in your left or your right, you could drop it both ways and then put fingers in and, you know, stick pigs or whatever. Actual pigs, like the ones that are like trying to get you, like a javelina. You know, javelina's on top of you, and you're just trying to stick the pig a couple times. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, if you've never been javelina hunt, dude, javelinas are a real problem where they are. Dude, I've been once. I got some rich friends. They're cool people, but they're also assholes. Shout out to David, you jerk. He'd love that. He watches too regularly, so I know if I see a downvote on a video, it's because he's bored. I get it. But yeah, I carried one of these in my pocket. This is not my original. I had to find this at a thrift store. There is a box of knives at the thrift store, which I think I want to do a little video on. Just be like, crap, whatever, crap. Ooh, you know. But this was actually in the case on one of the velvet platters that they have. And I saw it. I was buying this stool that I am sitting on for $9. Hold on, I will show you the stool. Okay. I was purchasing this stool for $9. I'm going to relocate that beer shortly. And if you look at the bottom of this stool, apparently $9 is a pretty good deal because that is a $44.99 at-home stool for residential use, not for commercial use. By the way, I don't know if what I do here qualifies as commercial use yet, but it may one day. So I'll just have to recreate this and do it for y'all on the channel. And then here's the best thing. You can actually adjust this to your actual height, your perfect height. Okay? There's a way to do it. Pardon me, I apologize for that giant burp, and I need to relocate my beer. Hold on just a second here. Let me go get that. Okay, yes, I'm going to hit an arrow with my head. Sweet. Yeah, I got a recurve bow coming soon. That's on the list. It's gonna get ordered probably next week. So I've got some wood arrows for that recurve bow already. Pops just wants to put his recurve bow back together. I just need to take it to a guy who restores these old guys. Or maybe just coat it a couple times in fiberglass again. But no, seriously, knives they don't really drive my life, but I'd like to have at least 3 or 4 of them on me, whether it's a utility and a blade or several blades and a utility. And the only reason I say that is because, like, I carry 2 of these. Why would I carry 2 of these? Well, certainly for self-defense, but also because if you look, there's paint on this. I use this for work. This is not just a like a paranoid pants carry. It's a practical thing on the job, especially a Tanto blade. A Tanto blade has a lot of friggin' versatility in that tip. Okay. I carry one of these in my pocket sometimes. Been carrying this, the new one, this Dominator, the Camelus Dominator, $20 knife, every single time, never fails to deploy on me. It has deployed every single time I try to open it. Let me try not to open it right. I tried to like half open it. Dude, I'm really trying. I think I might be able to do it on this one. Ah, see? On my favorite one, the G-Hammer, it'll do it. But for the most part, that one, I almost never flick it. Because that's such a comfortable loop, and because this one's a bit of a crown, I kind of want to put my finger in a very specific place. Right there at the tip of the crown. A knife fit for a kingly man. That's kind of interesting. Or a kingly woman. I don't know. Or a queenly woman. Shit. Camelus makes some good shit, man. I'm telling you. Not only do they make the giant hunk of metal I keep next to my belt, the swedge, they make some dope knives. And I've actually got a whole laundry list of Camelus that I really want to look at. I think the problem is I need an advocate out there. Owyzell said he'd do some of it with me, and I just got to get a hold of him. But just contact the company and be like, hey, dude, I fully endorse your friggin' product line because I have 4 of your knives already. Just wondering if you'd send me a sample pack so I could talk about them a little bit more, because it's getting expensive on my end. Same with Night Eyes, man. Night Eyes is almost everything I buy from them is worth money. It's money. This is the Clip Pockets XL. No one's watching. Whatever, that's cool. Let me just reload to make sure. Yeah, 4 people, whatever. Clip Pockets XL. The Night Eyes friggin' doohickey with the ratchet thing on it. The Bigfoot deal with all these little things. The fact that I carry my entire keychain on a Night Eyes product, and I've been doing it for, I think, friggin' 20 years now. It means a lot to me. Companies that do things that actually friggin' make sense. Roxxon made a knife. It's extremely discreet. It's got an amazing pair of scissors. This is an amazing pair of scissors. I've seen them in other things. Also, there's a lot of stuff online. You think you're buying one company, and Viver's selling it on their app. Yeah, your choice of a sharp, a pry, or a screwdriver, and then that screwdriver, which I think is one of the bigger issues with this, is that it comes with a little jammer bit that'll go right on the end here, and it's magnetized, but it's not strongly magnetized. You can just literally like see, I didn't want it to go far. That's why I did it that way. Because I've done that accidentally before, and Yeah, the bits are great. By the way, all the bits that come in this little kit are the bits that take this apart. I think that's cool too. Uh, the problem with mine was is that it has this detent that which locks everything back. It's got a little bit of a spring load. Now, I'm guessing someone took it apart, put it all back together, and didn't do it right because they had not tightened it all the way. And on stream, I'm like, ooh, cool. Oh, look at that. And then those things wouldn't reverse back. So I contacted the company. I said, hey, I feel like I received something in error. I feel like it is a thing. And then they said, please send it to us. I said, I cannot send it to you because I cannot warranty something that someone else purchased for me and sent to me. Uh, that's the problem is it's a gift. And then I said, at this point, I'd like to speak to someone, who would maybe help put it back together for me, right? And they said no, that they wouldn't do it, that they would only essentially take it back. And I said, no, I think I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna put it back together myself. And I got it back together, and it works proper. It works properly. It is a good thing. Was it worth the time, sweat, and effort that I put into all this? No. And then, of course, you can call them out online all you want. No one gives a crap anymore if you call them out online, especially with 600 subs. No one gives a shit about me. So whatever, And the reality is, like, a knife like that, it's for fun. It's not for like anything real. It's for fun. Like only an edgelord would hang that on the outside of his pocket. That's what I used to do. I'll admit that I used to be an edgelord, y'all. It's okay. Right? We all grow up, don't we? Even though I'm still sitting here playing with giant knives, messing around with stupid things, acting like an idiot in front of people, trying to say I won't ever cut myself. And the last time I did, I stepped into a caster on a stupid toolbox. Okay? The knife shows are coming back, y'all. It just, I gotta buy like a sensitive amount of knives to make the knife show revive. This is one of my best recommendations. I carry this on my tools on my keychain for a little bit. And the only reason it's here now is because I needed to tell people it was really good. Don't put your keys into tape. Just use one of these. Right there is a little notch. Right? If it's a bigger box, you got these 3 deep saw notches. It's a great friggin' little thing. It's a $6 multi-tool. It goes on your keychain, blends in with your keys. I got it from Lowe's. It's a Minute Key product. Minute Key is that kiosk that makes keys in Home Depot and in Lowe's. $6. Go find a mini key that's $7 or less. Go find a mini EDC like multi-tool key that's $7 or less. I've been looking. I have found a couple. They're not as good. But they are definitely something I will order eventually. But right now, for $5 and change, that little key right there is a great little multi-tool. And I can't express how much just a tiny bit of leverage at the end of a small wrench makes a difference when you try to use it on an actual screw. Because that little bit of leverage, by the way, the quarter works the best. The quarter works way better than anything else. And if you look, you can see I put stuff through those holes. I put bolts through those holes. I checked it. It's not bad. I've seen ones here that are on like Amazon that are friggin' $14 for a key, and it doesn't do half the stuff, or it does twice the stuff. For $6, Minute Key, you're at your local friggin' Lowe's or your Home Depot, and they got a Minute Key kiosk. This is probably hanging off the side of it. I'm gonna put that back on my keychain because I'm gonna buy another one tomorrow, so I can have one out here on the stream. It's like the Camelus Wedge. Like right now, I just need to buy things that are relevant to what I talk about on stream. So it's kind of sucky that like the videos have gone kind of slow, but I'm telling you right now that my old friggin' upload schedule of every 3 hours for 48 hours every 48 hours until an event happens, and then double that maybe. That's gonna be my my run out when I'm done with this stupid friggin' brujeria house. Cheers. Yeah. Anyway, look, for real. For God's sakes, man. It only took you this long. I had to literally friggin' say, I had to make a post. I told you that I found that stupid bow and arrow for cheaper than anything you found it for. And I wanted to gloat hard on stream. So I'm doing that now. Otherwise, by the way, it's on the way. Probably be here tomorrow or the next day. I know I can check. Hold on. Let me go to the Viva app. Real quick, what are they suggesting to me? What is that? That's 300 feet of weed barrier for $58. Man, they really know I'm a gardener, don't they? I'm not. 250 bucks for a winch? Come on. But my account shipped. I'm not going to show you everything I bought. Can't. There you go. Okay. I can't see it anyway. So my bow is in Fort Mill, South Carolina. It's on track. So it should be here tomorrow, actually. That's cool. That's cool. Comb. Yeah, the Camillus comb. The Camillus comb. The comb. You gonna comb your hair? I might shave your head. Yeah, you know I bought it. Dude, it's literally the cheapest. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm saying it's literally the cheapest thing on the market if you buy it from the Viva app. And then you go on the Viva app, what do you get? You get to see everything they actually sell. Like cow milking machines. Download the app, become a member, and then buy it there. By the way, if I had seen that the same price was the price for the friggin' the camo one, I would have done that. I would have done the camo, but I bought the black. I'm okay with black, but I would have bought the camo one, the real tree looking camo. Yeah. Hey Ace, you like that new color you got on your name? That's right, baby. Haha, yeah. You a Blue Man Group right now. You all you guys are gonna play friggin' pipes later. Get the black one, dude. Hey, if you procrastinate long enough, I might figure out a way to friggin' roll you out on that. Okay. So, well, get the black one then. I'm just saying, you want the black one, get the black one. Ace, yeah, hey, no problem, man. You do you, but you show for me. So I at least gonna say appreciate you with Blue Man Group, a little bit of blue face paint. You know, the only thing those guys paint is their face, right? Well, how about this, right? I'm going to buy both anyway. So if you hold off for another month because you're procrastinating like you always will, don't act like I don't know that yet about you. Maybe just wait. I'll just lend you the black one. I'll lend it to you, or I'll rent it to you or something. And then I'll forgive the rental and I'll just forget that you own it. I mean, does it fly to have one up in the Bronx? Is the question. Are you okay to have a bow and arrow in the Bronx? I suppose it probably would be okay. I mean, you know, of course I can send you a razor knife, but I can't send you a Bowie knife, which is hilarious. I can't send you one of these. I've already looked into the laws up there. I can't send you that. I could send this to Newark, New Jersey. You could pick it up in Newark, and you could actually just own it there. But if they found you with it, they'd definitely friggin' hurt you. I don't know. We'll leave it open for discussion, right? Get the black one because because you want the black one. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, A629, man. I've been telling people, dude, I gotta get people their wrenches, man. The Camelus Dominator, my most recent Camelus $20 pickup. I bought it at Home Depot. It has never failed. Never failed. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Hey, yeah, but of course I can send a saw, a knife. I could send anything to friggin', someone else who's upstate, no problem. Because upstate is not a gigantic, concentrated, massive insanity of basically work town, right? Manhattan is a work town for the most part. Work city. But yeah, I've never had it not deploy. I've been trying. I've been trying not to. Well, okay, and the other thing is that the deer up there, they are quite friggin' hefty, and they're causing a lot of issues sometimes when they overpopulate. So the hunt outs up there are actually not bad. I've never been up, but my cousins go out all the time. Shout out to Eddie, 2Ds. My cousin Eddie. By the way, that's a real dude. Yeah, hey, I'm just saying, like, yeah, well, in Jersey, it's literally the fucking Wild West down south. It's like, okay, so I used to date a girl from Jersey, right? And she was from actual Jersey, which means, like mid to southern Jersey, where they say, yeah, I'm from Jersey. I'm not from New York, right? Or New York, right? Sorry, I say New York for like the upstate way. New York. New York. Well, I mean, not completely all the way upstate, because Buffalo's got a different New York than friggin' Poughkeepsie does, but we're the south of the north of that friggin' state where I grew up. So moving down here was like not a big transition. It was just more space and less drug trafficking on the 9, I think. What's that major freeway that goes? Is it the 9 that goes straight up through there? Anyway, cheers, y'all. Cheers. The crux of beer, you have to drink it before it gets warm, and it's close to warm. Yeah, dude, Pine Barrens area and south. I dated a real Jersey girl. Like, she poofed out her hair and everything, dude. She wore Spanx and all that shit. Bev. She hates me, dude. Of course she hates me. I'm from New York. Scissors. I'm not talking about scissors. These scissors? These ones right here? Oh, no, she learned how to do that when she came down here. Yeah, I've had these scissors for 30 years, 40 years. These are Fiskars USA scissors. They've actually lived in my life forever. They are my go-to scissors. Since they do still make scissors in the USA. They make the upgraded ones in the USA. They make these in like China and Malaysia and shit like that now. But that doesn't stop me from endorsing their stupid knife. The funny enough, I can't find any of these in stores, dude. You go to the Fiskar section of a store, you'll never find this friggin' Pro Compact Flip Out All Metal Construction YC 1023 razor knife. The knife, I think the channel would certainly endorse wholeheartedly without even saying comfort is a problem, because that is a comfortable grip up. The only thing is that belt loop right there, the little slap right there, it really does, man, like you got to find the place where it fits in your hand, right there. Anyway, hell yeah, my mom had one of those when I was a kid. Yeah, these things, dude. I think they might have even been my mom's scissors at one point, and I actually just stole them from her. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Although, I've been looking at buying a pair of shears lately, y'all. There's some good-looking options out there. The Fiskars, there's a couple of garden options that pop apart. I like those. And then I also, because for cleaning, and then there's also a Milwaukee pair of shears that have a full metal through the handle construction. And the one thing you know about scissors like this, and especially the cheap knockoffs, and you can see it on this one. Where does it start to break? It starts to break on the seam. By the way, right there, it's breaking on the seam. I've only had these since, these are 1988 Fiskars. That's how you tell. They used to stamp the USA grade 88 right there. That's the year they came out. Yeah, 100%. Have they never even made a knife, to be honest? Yeah, they've got a curved knife. They've got a curved knife for like, because they do mainly gardening supplies. So it's got a curved bit. So it's for like, for harvesting. And I'm going to get one, by the way. I've seen them in the stores. I'm gonna get one because we do have a garden that we're gonna build during the winter. We're gonna build out the garden, and then we're gonna fill out the garden next spring as the season changes. So, because I really need a garden back. My mom needs a garden back. She's gonna be raised because she has arthritis, and I think I'm gonna find out a way to get like, I don't know, like a chair unit, like a sliding chair unit or something to work for. But you know, like a little garden, you know, with green beans, friggin' some maybe like try a root section. I'll try a root section again. Man, I tried potatoes, I failed miserably. Pops did too. Pops and I tried at the same time, and we couldn't seem to root the potatoes. But the carrots we did were fine. The carrots grew great. We grew purple carrots, man. They were so good, man. So delicious. You know, and I have also been contemplating the idea maybe move out of town, get a hen house. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the Klein knife right here. Uh, you might have to source that from Lowe's.com, man. Or from Amazon. I think Amazon has it. Hold on. It's the K11 knife. Hold on, I'll look it up. Klein Tools K11 knife. Knof. Oh, it gives me the K12. Thank you. Appreciate that. You might. No, there it is. $20 on Amazon. Flip blade. They have plenty in stock. Just order off Amazon, man. Don't mess around, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Just go get one. No, you can't get them on Home Depot right now. I don't think. I think it's an exclusive to Lowe's or Amazon, but you might. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the only way I'll be able to get it. It's just hope. Yeah, well, it's also like not a. It's a 3.5 inch, so you might have under the like lethal limit or whatever. But I've always stood on the fact that 3.5 inches is way more than lethal, y'all. My mom said that knife looks lethal, and I said it's not that lethal in my hands. And I was like, no, it's kind of lethal in my hands too. Mom hates knives, unless they're kitchen knives. By the way, I still have yet to approach her on the $1.25 knife. I told you the story about the banana knife, and how she loved it for cutting tomatoes so much. She uses one to cut tomatoes now. She cleans it with soap and water. I just tell her not to friggin', yeah, every place got stupid laws. Ace, you want to live in a great place, man? Come down to Raleigh. Come down to Raleigh, dude. You and me will pal around. We'll go, like, kill it everywhere. I'm not joking, dude. Then you can own big Bowie knives. Dude, big Bowie knives, you know, a giant friggin' machete. You wear a mask anywhere you want because no one actually cares, because that's just normal around here. Buffalo. See, you're in a big city, dude. Like, I'm technically in a big city, but like, it's way more sprawly and way more spread out than any New York City. So you talking about a burg, a downtown? It's tiny. It's tiny, right? Like you can drive through it in 5 minutes. That's how big our downtown is. So, but I'm telling you, if you came down and you've just friggin', dude, you listen to my life. It's croaking frogs, it's crickets. It's everywhere in this town, yo. It's so beautiful, man. Hey, yeah. You used to do bathtub installs, bro? Friggin', what were you, rebathing? Shit, dude. I don't know if I ever had the courage to do rebath or bathtubs or anything. I installed one bathtub and I was like, this ain't for me, yo. Yeah, I got another beer here. Come on now. Get rid of that. My goodness, there's an overflow of things in the friggin' recycle, y'all. This is what happens when you get ingrained in a giant job. The regular things in your life, like organizing your tools, it all kind of falls to the wayside. And right now you're getting videos as best as I can give them to you. Because, man, I am all kinds of broken up. Yeah, he's in the Bronx, man. Cheers. I'm from Wappingers Falls, by the way. You know, close to Fishkill. You know what I'm talking about? You know, Fishkill. What a hell of a name for a place, Fishkill. I guess it's a regular thing there, so much so that that's what they're kind of well known for. I guess it's kind of funny like that. So I hope people can see me. I have put the blue flag out. Yeah. You know, it's hard to tell because things just crash sometimes. Things crash hard here, and it's not my internet. It's not my router. It's none of that crap. Although, at some point, I am buying a new router. That's gonna happen. Yeah, $1.25 Walmart knife. I gotta put it in my mom's hands. For $1.25, I don't care who you are, man. Just destroy it. Just kill it and destroy it. Just chop it up. Never sharpen it. When you want another one, buy another one for $1.25. Oh wait, did I buy one at $1.25? No, I would only buy two of these for $1.25. So what is that? $2.50? Two for $2.50? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Does it have manganese, nickel, phosphorus, and a bunch of other things in it? Sure. Will it kill you if you're in California? That's a good thing to know. Most things will. When you're in California, a lot of things out there will. Yeah. So I got about 15 minutes, y'all. Give me some questions here. Ace, what you got, man? I don't know what expensive is at this point. Well, of course you have no actual. There are places you can get down here, get a whole house for $2,400 a month. And when I say a whole house, like 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, built in the 80s, $2,400 a month down here. I'm not joking. And the work is so plentiful here that there isn't enough independent people staying alive right now because of the fact that they're like trying to squeeze us out of the market. Camillus, man, 100%. Camillus, that's the Dominator. That's the comb. I mean, I could say buck. I sleep next to that buck, man. I sleep next to the buck knife. It's so good. It's the 1911 or the 119. Close-ups on what's your favorite scary movie. By the way, that is a video coming soon. I just gotta like get all the clips together. See, this one I can make it not deploy all the way, but this one has never not deployed 100%. Every single time it deploys perfectly. I don't know how. Yeah, dude, Florida's getting expensive too, though. I bought this one at Home Depot. That's the Dominator. That is the G Hammer. I got that one at Walmart. The G Hammer's a good one too. You might want to put a little flick on the wrist to get it out because you can half flick it. But that said, top 5 scary movies. Okay. Friday the 13th, the one without Jason. Hellraiser. God, that friggin' killed me when I was a kid. Holy crap. I would say, okay, like, it's hard to throw this in there, okay? Alien was a great scary movie. It still kind of is, even if you know what's happening, dude. Like, you kind of forget. Predator was scary as fuck. It still is, right? Like, there's that part where the dude gets skinned. Man, that really friggin', like, that hit me hard when I was a kid. I got number 5. What's that one? See, I like Texas Chainsaw, but I didn't think it was that scary, though, okay? Right? Like, crazy people are just crazy people, so I understand that. Like, I'm Crazy Eddie, okay? Although I do like that movie a whole lot. I think it's a testament to what you can do with nothing, essentially. Same with Saw, I think. Saw is like a $3 million movie. It's not that scary, in my opinion. It makes you think a lot more than be scared. See, I can easily give you 4. What's the 5th scary movie? It's probably Scream. Scream kept me guessing for a long time in that movie. With Saw, I was like, hey, I was watching it with Z, and I was like, yo, Z. I was like, it's the guy on the floor. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, the guy on the floor did all this. He's like, what are you talking about? The dead guy on the floor. He's laying there, he's dead. He's not dead. He's the guy who did this. And, like, people around me are like, shh, right? And then as we're walking out and be like, the guy behind me's like, thanks, jackass. I didn't fucking need to know that was... You didn't fucking believe me when it happened, you jerkwad, right? I had to ask her, because that tool got a huge order of Streamline products ASAP. All might work. Hey, Arnold versus Sylvester Stallone, is that what you're about to say? You can finish that statement. Actually, Arnold versus The Rock is a better comparison, in my opinion. Sylvester Stallone is a bit of an actual actor, right? I know, like, people, like, talk trash on his acting, but go watch Tulsa King. Like, you'll see that this guy, he's pushing where he wants to be. He doesn't always take the roles that he wants, and when he takes the roles like Copland, oh man, Copland was so good. Don't Arnold versus Whoopi Me Again. I told you they're 2 different things. Honestly, the worst part is that there was never an Arnold and Whoopi team-up movie. Okay, if there was an Arnold Whoopi team-up movie, then I would have been happy, I think. Happier, at least with any of the other Whoopi movies. I think Whoopi's best work is probably... Dude, Tulsa King's a dope show. Dude, I've been watching that because I got the free thing to watch some Star Trek for a little bit. And, yeah... I've been watching just that. I ain't watched no Star Trek. I just been watching Tulsa King, dude. That shit's so good, dude. And he's really good in it too, right? He's so good in it. Like, he's like 2 steps ahead. I love it. And then one day he's gonna be like 3 steps behind, but he'd be like 6 steps ahead after the whatever. Arnold and DeVito, yeah. Or Alien. What does that mean? Whoopi played Predator. No, she didn't, man. That was a tall guy. He played Predator until he died. He was 7 foot tall. By the way, you can't find a lot of 7 foot tall people willing to put on a giant rubber suit, so they get 6 foot 6 tall people and they put us in stilts. Which I'm still looking for someone to ask me to friggin' be a friggin' whatchamacallit. I've never seen a movie called Starship Trooper, but I have seen Starship Troopers, El Nasty. You do know that, right? It's coming up in a review of stuff for you, by the way. It's going to be a Verhoeven slash Arnold drop. But yeah, I've seen Starship Troopers. I've seen every Starship Troopers, including the anime stuff and the later stuff too. The one with the actual mech suits from the real book that's based on. Yeah. And the original book is really not that good. When people say it reads like stereo instructions, that book reads like stereo instructions. One of my dad's favorite books, this will explain a lot about Pops, is The Source. And that motherfucking thing reads like stereo instructions. So, cheers, y'all, cheers. Although, now that I think about it, they could put out like a sequel to that now, call it Starship Trooper, and make it about one guy. Hey Ace, dude, seriously, thanks for even being here, man. Every time, dude. I know it's late for you. Yeah, I know you do stuff. I know you're a hardcore guy. Look at you. You got a little face on there. Look at the little gray in your beard. Come on now. Don't think, I don't want to talk to awkwardly lady. You have a good one. Trust me when I tell you, you got the blue wrench because I super appreciate you. And Camulus, it's my favorite knife. Oh, and my last favorite scary movie is friggin' it's what's your favorite scary movie? It's the 119 knife. It's Scream. Man, I'm telling you, that movie really kept me going. That really, dude, it defied so much about horror. So that's my number 5 for the scary. That was actually, like, that did scare me quite a bit. Oh! I did it! Finally! A slight shake fixed it, but I finally did it. And then I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm serious, man. It's so funny. Dude, you're funny. And no problem. We had some great conversation. Hey, no, seriously. Straight up, dude. Like, this is the whole point. Like, this is why I'm here. Like, not everyone's got someone to talk to sometimes. I mean, I could always call my buddy, so. Oh, dude, I always stay safe. 100%. My son says that to me, and I kind of chuckle a little, so. I was like, dude, no, you're the one who needs to stay safe. You're 18. You're living in this world. Just go out, be careful. Good night, though. Good night, Ace629. And I got to tell you, Ace629, that's kind of a hard friggin' thing to put into a thing where you put the moderators in. So, yeah. Looks like I'm going to go over a tiny bit because I got a little bit more beer. But yeah, look. Knives are great. Camillus makes great knives. Should I shy away from the idea that they make some great knives? No, because all of them that I've experienced, the Swedge included especially, is one of my favorite things ever. At $20 for a giant hunk of metal or a folding tactical blade, or probably one of the better looking work knives I've seen in a long time, with a deploy that is so accurate. I've only misdeployed it once. Literally here on stream trying. So, yeah. And I actually do recommend this knife. I know I threw it in the trash. It's not bad. It's not plastic. It's pig metal. Pig metal is different. I can prove that. I can prove it. Hold on. Just give me a second. I got a piece of sand out here. I'm pretty sure it's friggin' pig. Pig is like aluminum alloy, but it's like slag and it's some other things. Yeah, it's metal right there. See that shiny edge? That's metal. Someone said it was plastic in that video. It's still metal. It's just pig metal. You want to find the plastic one, you got to go to Walmart, people. That plastic knife. Although, I got to admit, this is a cool little grip up on a knife. If this was a metal knife, I'd be okay with it. It's not bad. It's actually extremely discreet, but it's all plastic. The only metal part you get when you buy it is the blade. So, and that's really funny. On a plastic knife, warning: extremely sharp blade. Yeah, I know, because that's the only metal part on the whole thing. And then I could get it to flip. See, I could get it to flip. You can flip that. That's not bad. Okay. Does it flip back? No. Does this flip at all? No. But if I put enough fish juice in it, it'll clip out real good. Fish juice is just fish juice, y'all. It's Pop's Old Fish Juice WD-40. I'm not going to show you the can. I got to go in 4 minutes. So cheers to everyone. Let's see if I can finish the beers. But yeah, to recap everything I've been talking about, check out the Viver app. Okay? Viver makes tools. If you sign up for their membership, you can pay $100 for that, apparently, instead of the $130 that I paid for it online. No, actually at Home Depot. This is a decent tool. It's a drywall sander, so it does ceilings, does walls. It's cheaper than the Bauer, especially if you get it on the member price on the app. I've already ordered 2 different things. They are just fun things. Like, I bought this $54 compound bow, and now I am going to be a proud owner of a Viver compound bow. Never dry fire. Okay, I won't. I'll just actually fire it. Oh man, I hit the stud this time. Come on, man. Your aim is off. Are you using the bent one? No, you're not. What the heck? Use one of them 100 grain ones that I just got. But yeah, 18 to 22 pound draw, and it's adjustable. Tighten that up, only 3 turns, and you'll get the 22 out of it. I haven't turned it up yet. I've only turned it up like a quarter of a turn. Bows, stills, labware, tools, heat sealers. Hold on. Wine presses, cow milking machines, lightsabers, concrete mixers. Yeah. Entire chicken coops. You can buy a batting cage, like a 14-foot batting cage enclosure from Viver. They are an amazingly crazy company. They have way too much. You can buy a pair of shoes that say Viver on the side of it. They're work shoes. They're steel toe or whatever. They're on the app. I saw them briefly. You see, that's what I'm trying to explain to people, is that Viver is doing insane things. They're probably what I call orange labeling their product, other products as their product, which is fine by me. Honestly, I've been looking into selling some bit sets that are literally just branded a True Acolyte, right? Jeez, yeah, they got shit covered. No, they got more than that. Got welding machines, handheld welders. The one thing I've noticed is a lot of the stuff that they do is basically a Makita riff or a Makita rip. So a lot of their battery platform stuff will take a Makita 18. Outside of that, I've noticed that their plug up stuff is pretty good. That drywall sander that I did the video on tonight is a good one. So just to finish out that recap, Viver, they have an app. Sign up for the membership. You can get discounts, deeper discounts than you do online. Don't wait for a sale. They've got a member price. I found that. This is the other recap. I found that at the thrift store. This is the exact knife I used to carry around when I was younger, in my 20s and 30s. I found the exact replacement. They still sell something similar. They sell 2 versions. One is more of a canister grenade handle. It's a little bit better of a grip up, I think, but I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. So they're about $10 for a grenade knife. So check that out. You'll find them on eBay for $10. You got to go on eBay. If you're going on Amazon, you might find them for 12 or 14. But on eBay, you'll find them free shipping, $10, something like that. This is the vintage version. You're not going to find this. Go look for it. You're not going to find one. This is the problem I have. When I seek out the knives that I had when I was young, I find many of them, but not so much the ones that I Definitely could help with custom branding too. Hey, no, so there is an actual freaking company that I know, and I have purchase power because I have a business license, so I can actually buy out from a company that I know makes high quality bits, and then I can just slap my name on them. It's kind of a cool idea because I would definitely sell them at the price point proper for what people do that with. And I'm telling you, like the bit company I'm looking at is the same bit company that does like a bunch of different companies. They do like if you're in a Home Depot and you're buying a bit, chances are they make it. So tells you what that's about. And otherwise, essentially, the next email I'm going to shoot you is like my direct contact info. As bad as that seems, I think that you've been here long enough that I think I can deal with you having my phone number. uh, yeah, no, I'm saying like, well, that's the thing is I gotta kind of reform my logo. It needs to say a true acolyte, and it can't be the fat bearded guy up there anymore, because I am no longer a fat bearded guy. I am a much skinnier bearded fella now. So, yeah, yeah, I'm not. Uh, Here, check that. Like, that's dude. I used to stick out to like there. Like, I used to be big. I used to be a big fat dude. Okay, like, that's my belly now. There's like nothing there. Dude, just eat right. 3 meals a day, smaller meals, right? When you feel hungry, try thirsty first, because it's not always thirsty. It's not always hungry. Try drinking some water, especially if your mouth is dry. Uh, it's like I say, drinking beer is better than drinking soda because at least there's 90 something percent water in there because this is 3.4% or whatever by alcohol or 3.6%. So, no, I'll get up with you, man. I'm telling you. Cheers, folks. It's probably the last drink here. Yeah, so I can relay a quick story. I met a dude today at Walmart. Oh crap! Oh, I can. Ah, crap! You stay to the end of the stream. Stay a little bit longer. Stay a little bit longer, and I'll just show you some of the crap I bought at Walmart. Hold on. I move a lot faster now, so I can actually go get it. All right, all right. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. If you stuck around, thank you. I appreciate that heavily. But I go out to Walmart. And I try not to stop at Walmart, because I buy stuff. But I needed some small screwdrivers. I got that screwdriver set, and I saw these, and I said, that's not too bad. It was only like $4, right? Here, just little polyethylene handles. So I gotta line some drawers up, and I have 3. I almost bought an ice cream sandwich today, a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. I love those things, dude. I don't know why. It takes me back to the first time I went to the Smithsonian and looked at the Air and Space Museum. But for $4, man, a couple little tiny screwdrivers, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Then I'm looking at their drill bits. Okay. Now I like the gold titanium drill bit sets. I'm going to tell you if this is good or not, but reality is it's got the impact rating bit things on there. So basically, now I don't have to deal with like setting the drill or whatever. I can just kind of use the variable trigger on my impact driver to do this. So I'm going to put those through run tomorrow. I gotta drill holes in doors again. To put the handles that I'm cleaning up out of this bin of stuff here. And then, of course, the impact drive bit set. Now, I'm going to go buy every other bit set that's this size, that's this length. And I'm going to put this and everything through its impact paces. You got a lot of holes to drill in ABS plastic. Pardon me, y'all. I got a blow my nose. Sorry. It's just a fact of nature. Oh, good to know I didn't lose two people because of that. Jeez. They dipped out before I even put the damn thing on my nose, huh? Yeah, that beer is done. The night is done, y'all. I gotta say, sleeping early's been pretty good for me. Mostly for my ankles. So 45 by 5 holes. Yeah, you know, hey. What did they say in that old Beatles song? You know, there was 10,000 holes in Lancashire, and it was sad that he had to fill them all. Some people draw meaning from shit like that. I draw meaning from telling people that I saw a guy at the store today, and I hobbled in and I got onto the friggin' the assistance cart, right, to buy all this crap, and I'm hobbling up. The guy sees me. He's filling up little balls, like, you know, those balls, right? Um, those ones that you throw into the big friggin' topper things. And he has to go fill them up. He has to go throw them into the topper. He's a greeter, and his name is Pascal. So shout out to Pascal. I know he's not watching because I don't try to promote the channel to people. I know that sounds insane, but like it doesn't make any sense to do it. You meet some random dude who's just not into tools, whatever. But I'm sure that if Pascal did see the music videos that I put out, he would see the stuff that I say all the time. But he was saying to me, he was like, "Hey, you doing all right, man?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing fine. You know, I just like sciatica and all." He was like, "Sciatica, really?" And he started telling me about sciatica, and he had been in a car accident. He had been a drunk driver, and that God bless he didn't kill anyone. Right, so good outcome to that story, right? And that he gave up drinking. By the way, I don't think I ever will. I like beer too much. I also like vodka a lot, I'm telling you. Vodka's a good thing. It's a nice pure spirit. Especially if you buy the right one. Anyway, so Pascal said, "Well, man, you know, I've had this thing. It's been activating. It feels a lot like this. It feels like my leg doesn't feel like my leg will go numb." And I said, "Yeah, you probably have sciatic. You just need to go to your doctor and say, hey, I need a referral for a back doctor." And he was like, "Well, I don't have a doctor." So I referred him to my doctor, who's a Catholic doctor, by the way. Notwithstanding, that's not a horrible thing for him to be. I'm an ex-Catholic. I still occasionally put the friggin' cross on my chest. But look, he does visits for like $7, my doctor. So I hooked him up with that. I was like, "Dude, you're working at Walmart. You're probably not making that much. You could probably do it, right?" And I told him some stretches. I said, "Dude, do some bicycle kicks, you know, some bicycle kicks. If you got something to grab, like a headboard, like I got slats on my headboard, I grab, and then I do some bicycle kicks in the morning. I always do like swing the hip side to side with your feet curled up." I was baptized Catholic too, man. We're all from New York, right? Like, you're from New York, you definitely baptized a Catholic, or you Jewish? uh, or you're a Jewish guy. That's okay too. That's all right there, Paisan. But no, so I was talking to him, and I said, "Yeah, dude, do side kicks, do a bunch of things, right?" I said, "What you're trying to fight is you're not gonna pinch a nerve first. You're gonna pinch a blood vessel." And he goes, "What?" I said, "That's what sciatica is. It's pinching a sciatic blood vessel." Okay. Now I have a switching sciatic, which means I have a sciatic and what's the other version? You know, dude, look. When I was younger, I thought about it too. I'm just saying, I think that all religions have some valid points. I just don't think that I need to go to a church or a synagogue, because that's where people really start to talk trash on me, especially after I tell the truth about things. You know, you hear a pastor tell a whole sermon about Jesus and get everything wrong, and then be like, actually, you know, reality is like, do what you want, man. Dude, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am here to tell you, if I find a tool that's going to improve your life, then I'm going to hook y'all up with that knowledge. Like that Titan Tools one, that's really hitting the friggin' the algorithm well, man. Like if you subscribe, you will see that Titan Tools one earlier than anything else right now. So food for thought, y'all. Maybe subscribe. Maybe double tap the screen if you're here. 7 people, double tap the screen, put a like on it. I'm not asking for you to put a ring on it. Just put a like on it. Maybe hit that little button at the bottom that says subscribe. That said, I left Pascal with one very important thought. He had learned that maybe he could stifle some of the issues he's having because he's working all the time. And then the other thing I told him before I left was, happiness is never the goal. Happiness is the only way. Happiness is the way. If you find your place and you are happy, and it happens for a day, repeat it. Happiness was never the goal, folks. Double tap a like. Happiness was not the goal, it's the only way. I left that with Pascal, and truly a person whose life has changed because they touched my existence. And I hope it's not in the negative, because sometimes it is. But at the same time, I'm telling you, it really seemed like a very positive interchange. So I will leave that with you guys. That is not for the end of the stream. Yes, it's all convoluted. Everything's convoluted. Everything is literal convolution. So I'll catch everyone later. Happiness is not the goal, it's the way. It's the only way. If you're not being happy, then you aren't achieving your goals. Stop achieving the goals of others. I'm out.